What's going on, you guys? Nintendo Mania here. I'm finally back with another pickups video. Haven't done one since January. That's too long. It's just, I don't know. I didn't do a pickups video this year yet, besides that. I don't know why, but here we are. I guess I was just busy with the Switch 2 coming out and stuff. I kind of just I've been playing games more lately than usual, so yeah, not as much time for YouTube, but I have been collecting, so I do have some stuff to show. Um, I'll get the obvious out of the way first. We got the Switch 2 console, the Pro controller, the camera, and then the GameCube controller. I have unboxings for all of these up already. Really enjoying the Switch 2 overall. Speaking of Switch 2, I'll show the games next. I have 5 physical games. They are all on the cartridge. I am not buying game key cards, and I am not buying said games that are on key cards digitally. I think I've finally decided that I'm just not going to support the game unless it is fully physical. Take that as you will, but that's my decision. First game, we have Cyberpunk 2077, and I grabbed this one because it seems like a pretty good game. I don't know if I'll ever really truly get into it. I've tried a few times, but I can see the appeal. But I really wanted to support CD Projekt Red and their decision to put it fully on the cart, including the DLC, which is really cool. Next up, we have Breath of the Wild Switch 2 edition. I wanted to get this physically on the Switch 2, as well as Tears of the Kingdom Switch 2 edition. And then I'm crazy. I know I got Mario Kart World digitally with my console, but I had to go and pick up a physical version of that as well. And then most recently, super incredible platformer. My game of the year for sure so far. We got DK Bonanza. Absolutely love this game. I'm definitely going to dive back into it at some point to try and 100% it. I'm pretty close, but I just want to take a break from it for a while. I'm almost at 50 hours, so absolutely worth the money and fantastic game overall. Might as well go into Switch 1 here. This is how long it's been since I've done this. We have Donkey Kong Country Returns HD. Yeah, this came out back in January. But 100% of this game on stream. Super fun. Love the Donkey Kong Country games. One of my favorite series ever of all time. A more recent pickup again. I finally got it on the Switch again before Bonanza released because I wanted to finish it on Switch. And that is Tropical Freeze. 100%ed it for the first time in late June, early July. I've finished it before, but I never did go back and 100% the game, so I decided to get it on Switch and do it that way. Next we got Pokemon Scarlet. Rebought this game just because of the fact that it got the Switch 2 update. Wow, what a transformation. That's what the game should have been to begin with. We got Kirby Return to Dreamland Deluxe. This is one that I've kind of wanted for a little bit. I think it came out a couple years ago now, but yeah, this game is really good. It's just a chill, fun game. That's what you'd expect from Kirby. Fantastic. Whoops, and I gotta go back and finish it actually. I was planning to finish it before Bonanza, but that didn't quite happen. And last, this is one that I've had my eye on, but I didn't want to pay the price for it. But I ended up selling my Switch 1 regular copy of this game and a couple other things. So I picked up the Mario Kart 8 Plus Booster Course Pass. Now this is all on the cartridge, and it is a World Edition, as you can tell by that little green wedge at the bottom. And the weird thing is the cases are different on these. You might not be able to see it on camera, but like where you open the case, it feels different, and like it's weird, but it does have the ESRB on it. And they even updated the cartridge sticker itself to include the Booster Course Pass emblem there. So yeah, I like this game more than Mario Kart World. I have my issues with Mario Kart World, but Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, all of this on a cartridge, hell yeah, man. I will I will buy that any day. That is awesome. So yeah, that does it for Switch related stuff, I believe. So I'm just gonna segue into the older stuff, I guess, and then finish off with PlayStation and manga. I'm just gonna keep that stuff back there as a backdrop. But uh, before Donkey Kong Bonanza came out, I was on a big DK kick. So this is an item that I've seen and kind of have wanted to grab for, I want to say, years now, but I just never did. I couldn't find it for a decent price, but I finally found it for $20 on eBay, and that is the Donkey Kong Country promotional VHS tape, which it's about 15 minutes long. There's not much tape on there, but for 20 bucks, I was like, "Yep, I'm gonna finally buy this." And it even came with the little box. Love that rendered artwork on here. It's just a plain box with some text and picture on it. But yeah, this is a real step back into the 90s. For me, it's before my time, but yeah, it's pretty cool to go back and look at. We even came with the little pamphlet. It's got like, it's so 90s. It's like right in your face. But yeah, this is a pretty cool little item to have. And I actually have my VHS combo TV set up in the room right now. So I actually watched this on there, which was a neat throwback to the VHS days. I think it was way back in February. I picked up an NES off of a guy, and I think I sold some stuff to pay for it. Maybe it was the Series S. I'm not sure, but I got an NES with some good games. Not all of these games came with it initially, but actually did most, yeah, most of these except the one. I did sell a couple on eBay that I didn't care about, but this is what I decided to keep from the bundle. And yeah, here we go. This one I bought on eBay after the fact. Super Mario Bros. 3. Gotta have it. We'll just do this. And the rest of these came with it. We got Mario Bros. Duck Hunt and Track Meet. Cool hockey game. Blades of Steel. Pretty fun. Mario Bros. Duck Hunt. Punch Out. Really good one to get. Mike Tyson's Punch Out, actually. The original version. The Legend of Zelda original. And we got Zelda 2, and it is not in the greatest condition, obviously. These gold carts are really, really susceptible to damage. So yeah, not the best condition on this, but I am really glad to have both of these Zelda games. All right, next up, just got a couple Wii games, DS games, a couple GameCube games. So I actually thrifted these two for a couple bucks each. I got Cursed Mountain. I tried it. It doesn't seem great, but I'm going to hold on to it just because it is kind of a weird, obscure game on the Wii, I guess. You just never see stuff like this on the Wii ever. And a Nintendo published game, Battalion Wars 2. I don't know nothing about it. I didn't really play the original. Neither of these have the manual, but yeah, for a couple bucks each, I'll keep them in the collection. And going into DS, a recent pickup, Super Mario 64 DS. It was kind of funny because the seller told me that this game was complete, and it definitely looked it in the pictures, but they didn't explicitly have a picture of the manual. It just looked like everything was in here. So it actually didn't come with the manual, so I was like, what the hell? It said complete in box. So they refunded me a little bit, but it did come with all this stuff. So they refunded me enough to buy a manual on eBay, so I did that. Now this is complete. This was my first DS game. As a kid, I got it with my DS on Christmas when I got my DS Lite, so pretty cool to have this version of Mario 64 in the collection again. I honestly prefer it, I think. Next is Metroid Prime Hunters. I do want to get through this before Metroid Prime 4 releases, which is still supposed to be this year. Fingers crossed. Come on, Nintendo. You gotta tell us something. That last direct was not what I wanted. But here we have Prime Hunters. It is complete, and I do want to play through it. Next, okay. as you may have known, I picked up, well, I traded back for my old AGS 001 Game Boy Advance earlier this year, late last year. And I also got that Surf Blue one, right? Well, I've wanted a 101 for a long time. So I finally did it. I got a graphite AGS 101 off a guy on eBay, and he gave me a good price on it. There is a slight crack right here, though, that goes under this sticker, but it's barely noticeable, especially when a game is in it. But yeah, AGS freaking 101, guys. Gotta love it. And the game inside it is also a recent pickup. We got Metroid Zero Mission. How exciting is that? I love the 2D Metroid games. This is one of the only ones I was missing besides the original on the NES, and I don't really want that game because it's right here, way better. But I also would like to get Metroid 2 on the original Game Boy. Oh man, that's really in there. Yeah, Metroid Zero Mission. Official cart finally in my collection. So really happy about that. I'm gonna have to open that up. And GameCube. GameCube has been an interest of mine lately again, and the games are super expensive, so I don't buy very many of them. But so far this year, I've bought 2 GameCube games, both bangers. One is Mario Kart Double Dash. I really wanted to give this game another chance because I do remember not liking the controls as a kid and previously when I played it, but I don't know what I was thinking because the controls in this game are pretty great, and the game itself just is fantastic. So, yeah, Mario Kart Double Dash. I did all the cups, and I want to do the all cup tour. I lost it by a point the last time I did it, so haven't put it back in yet, but definitely planning on it. Next, been on a Wario kick. I always get on kicks of stuff, like of certain series. I want to go like all out and collect it, but that's not usually feasible. But this one I did pick up for the series that I was obsessing over, and that is Wario World on the GameCube. Heck yeah. I remember this game as a kid. I played it and I was like, this is really weird. This is Mario. That was before I really knew what the Wario games were all about. But now, heck yeah, I'm so happy to have this game again. The price on it shot way up. I remember I got this for like $10 from a friend, probably 2013, 2012, somewhere in there. And now you can pretty much jack that up by 10 times. But yeah, I got the player's choice version. It's in good shape. Really enjoying the game. I think it's pretty freaking fun. Next up, got this little thing from my Nintendo. It was a reward, and it is a metal sign for Super Mario Bros. 3's cover art, which is cool. It comes with this little stand that you slide it into on the bottom. But yeah, it still has the clear film on it. I didn't want to take that off, but really cool. I love how this looks on display, and it's really good quality. So if you haven't grabbed that, I definitely recommend it if you're a fan of Mario at all. All right, next, PlayStation stuff. 5 games here. Starting out with the least exciting one. I honestly don't know why I bought this, but it might be fun, so I'm going to hold on to it. Immortals Phoenix Rising. I got it for $10 new on clearance from a store that was getting out of gaming around me. So now I have no video game stores around me. But yeah, Immortals Phoenix Rising. I don't know. Probably shouldn't have picked it up, but here it is. Next, Metal Gear Solid Master Collection, Volume 1. I picked this up because I kind of want to play through Snake Eater before Metal Gear Delta. Yeah, I picked this up a couple months ago, and I do plan on playing at least Metal Gear Solid 3 from this. Next, Darksiders 2. This game is really fun. It's really good, but this PS5 version is just so buggy and so poorly optimized. It runs okay, but there's so much screen tearing and stuff. But with coupons on Amazon, I got this for like 15 bucks brand new, so I'm fine with it. The gameplay is fun. I really enjoy the game as a video game, but it's just, yeah, I don't know. It's just poorly optimized. Next up, these two games came together in March, I want to say, because Okami was delayed for a physical reprint, so I had to wait an extra month for these both to ship from VGP. But I got Okami HD on the PS4. There is no PS5 version. This game looks very interesting. I'm so happy to own it in a form that is complete on disc and in the best resolution and stuff possible. But yeah, Capcom, really want to see what this game is all about. I know that people love it and that it's a classic, but I have not played much of it myself. I have no opinion on it yet. And with that game also came Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade. This game was previously hundreds of dollars if you wanted to get it physically on the PS5, but they reprinted it, which was fantastic. And yeah, I got it with Okami. I put them both on the same pre-order list, so that's why I had to wait. But yeah, this is fantastic. I'm really glad to finally have this on PS5. Next, we are ending it off with the manga. So, yeah, well, at the beginning of the year, I kind of went crazy and bought a whole series. So I'll show that at the end. I don't know if maybe you've seen the short on it, but the singles I got otherwise, I picked up Jocko, the Galactic Patrolman, because it got a reprint. Finally, it showed up on Amazon here, and it's really good. I read it all, and I like Jocko as a character. He's pretty funny. And what's his name? The old man. They make a good pair. Pretty good. Thick book. It's a whole series put into one book. So yeah, Kira Toriyama, always fantastic. Speaking of Toriyama, we've got the last and most current volume, as of right now anyway, of Dragon Ball Super. And yeah, volume 23, that's the last one for the foreseeable future anyways. This came out in, I think, April. Yeah, April 2025. So no idea when we'll get another one. I haven't read this yet because I'm apprehensive about catching up completely and then having nothing to read. But yeah, always loved Dragon Ball and hope we get more of these in the future. Next up, got some One Piece stuff. I have currently caught up on all of the released volumes in North America. So I'm up to volume 109. I finished it. And I'm really sad now because it took me a year and a half to get to that point, and now I am out of physical media or physical printing to read for One Piece. But I tried to continue on the app. I don't know if I like it though, reading on the phone, but yeah. So might be waiting until 110 comes out in November, but yeah, I absolutely loved One Piece. It's obviously still going. It's really weird to be caught up, but yeah, in the last 7-8 months, we've had the release of volume 108. I know all about, well, not all about, but I know about Gear 5 Luffy now, which is really cool. And yeah, I'm not going to spoil any of the material in here because I know a lot of people probably haven't caught up yet. Then we had volume 109 with, I can't say anything, but volume 109 is fantastic. I absolutely loved it. It made me cry. I'm not kidding. I'm not ashamed to admit that. Actually, we do have a couple pieces of physical printing to read here. It's not officially by Oda, but we do have the Aces storybooks. So these are the manga, not the novels. So we got volume 1 and volume 2, and they make a really cool continuous picture. But yeah, the art in these looks crazy good, and I'm really wanting to read them. I don't know what they're completely about, besides, I mean, they obviously go back in time and tell about Ace's time with Whitebeard, I'm sure, but I don't know how they segue it into that storyline, but it should be cool. I'm pretty excited to read these eventually. And last One Piece book here. I've been intrigued by the early foil prints in the past. Like if you know the early One Piece books, I think volumes 1 to 22 or something like that, 23. It might have been all the way through up to the very start of Skypiea, but the early prints had gold foil on the cover, so I decided to get volume 1 in gold foil. And this is a second print, so not a first print. That one was like over $100. I ain't paying that. I paid $30 for this. It is a second print, so literally 2 months after the first printing in 2003. Really cool, and as you can see, got the foil up here and the foil down here and on the back. So stuff is a little different on these books back then. We had the different Viz logo. You know what? I'm going to grab my volume 1 and just show you. Okay, so this is the difference between a second print and a 20, what was it, 26th? 38th. Holy shit, I was way off. A second and a 38th printing. So yeah, you can pick out the differences for yourself, but I really like how they added the saga or arc name at the top. It's just having One Piece, then One Piece just looks weird, but overall, I think I enjoy the older print better for looks. But yeah, you can see the old Shonen Jump and Viz logos. And the back is fairly different too. And yeah, $15.99 now for these, and these were $10.95. So not too much of a jump really when you think about it. Manga hasn't gone up much. It's still very affordable. And then the last thing, I picked up the Berserk books up to volume 39 back in February this year. I just bought them all in one bundle. I wanted to read them. I started with collecting the 3-in-1 hardcovers, but I don't know. I just decided to go. I have 3 of them, but I decided to go for the complete series in singles because I like how they display and how easy they are to read. And I just like bringing them with me to work. So kind of hard to do with a hardcover, but these ones I just started after I caught up with One Piece. So I'm on volume 2 right now. But volume 1 is a first print. Volumes 2 to 8 are around that 2013 printing, and then volumes 9 through 39 are all sealed still with they're all newer printings, so within the last few years, the seller told me. So I only need to pick up 40, 41, and 42, but I'm going to wait to pick those up until I'm way closer to the end. But yeah, currently reading Berserk. Freaking crazy. It's so good, and I am so excited to be just traumatized by this series, by what people say. It gets fucked. But yeah, you guys, that is my recent, well, not so recent, this year's collecting, I guess you could say, so far. But really enjoying reading more manga now after I'm caught up with One Piece, because One Piece was literally my life for the last year and a half. So it's pretty cool to get into something different. Gaming has been pretty great this year for the Switch 2, especially. Besides game key cards, I'm not going to get into that, but yeah, my opinion kind of changed on those, and will not be buying them, but whatever. I will see you guys in the next one. Hopefully it's not another 7 to 8 months, but we will see. It might actually be around Christmas, but we'll see. Thank you guys so much for watching. This was a long one. Comment down below if you made it to the end, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye. Guys, I knew I was forgetting something. I always forget something in these videos, but this one was a bad one. And there's going to be some people that are like, how the hell did you forget these? But here we are. I picked up the Xenoblade series. I got Definitive Edition. I was sure I showed these at one point, but I'm pretty sure I got them this year. So here's Definitive Edition, which I did start and have to finish yet eventually someday. I got Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Torna 3, and of course Xenoblade Chronicles X was released back in March, so I obviously haven't showed that. Good God, what the fuck was I thinking? I didn't even think of those games. Next, one more PlayStation game, Darksiders War Mastered Edition, which is actually kind of uncommon on disc on PS4, so I was happy to get this for like $15. But yeah, sorry about forgetting them, guys. I know if anyone makes it this far, they're gonna be like, "What the fuck?" But yeah, forgot the Xenoblade games. My bad.